membership. That is. Then the 4-way test will be set by Director for Project Service. The object of Rotary will be set by Director for Rotary Foundation. Then the final toast will be set by July. Thank you so much. Without wasting time, I'm going to the Rotary Grace. For the things, for what we have received and for what we are about to receive, may we be truly thankful and ever mindful of the needs of the less privileged. Amen.
To His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda.
To His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda. We are going to the 4-way test.
The 4-way test of the things we think, say, and do. One is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? We need to build goodwill and better friendships. We need to be beneficial to all concerned.
Okay, object of Rotary. The object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as the basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster, one, the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service. Two, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. Three, the application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Fourth, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Can we take our seats? Next is going to be the Rotary Updates. We have been trained on soap making. The women are trained on soap making. They can now make soaps. Women were also trained on how to make sanitary pads and the sanitary pads and the diapers, but for the diapers, they still don't know much about that. But the challenge they're going to face is the sanitary pads need us to have sewing machines to make them neat for school-going girls. And if we make them using the hand, it will not sound okay. So we will advertise for the sewing machines if there's link. And I also have, we have been making soap using wood ash. The soap which we made using wood ash is not all that fine. We are still things I've sent information to Jennifer. We are still looking for way how we can modify it to be. But the last soap we made was okay. Rotary Club Activity Plan Report. I have some things here for the plan for the Rotary. One is administrative cost. Administrative cost, the procurement of office furniture. We also have coordination meetings and resource mobilization. That is the chartering of the Rotary Club, policy documentation development, that is the strategic plan, procurement of training tools and materials, that is the tools I was talking about, the sewing machines and the materials needed for making the sanitary pads. That is under the administrative cost. We are going to health. Under health, we have procurement of first aid kit, then cleaning and visiting of health centers. Communicable diseases awareness program has to be created. We have WASH program, malaria program, and botanical garden for the malaria repellent plants. We have livelihood empowerment, establishment of credit scheme groups for the Rotary Club. Since TCP Global Fund has not reached in other places, so that is to me, soap making and trainings and sanitary pads, stock diapers. Tailoring classes plus computers has to also be for the club. Establishment of Rotary Club farm. So it will also be okay if Rotary also has a farm. Education. Procurement of textbooks for community schools. OVC, out of schools, support from programs. Planting of trees in schools. Adult literacy program for the women has to be there also. We have monitoring and reporting. Development of progress reports and finance documents, activity analysis, reports and documents, meeting to evaluate and document policies and activity documents, sources of resources. We have club membership subscription fee and a contribution, proposal selling and fundraising drive. We also have lobbying funds from donors, volunteers, and other international Rotarians. Sustainability plans. Engage the professional experts of the Rotarians to implement activities mentioned above. Expand the basis of membership contributions, organize fellowships and drives. That is the plan. That is the activity plan for Rotary year 2022-2023. Thank you so much. If there are any Rotary information from the members around and to the members who are on the link, is always welcomed. Thank you so much.
Hello. Amedara. Hello. Amedara.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Hello.
You're fine.
Hello.
Go ahead.
We see you. We hear you.
Oh, fine, fine. Yes. Thank you so much, all the Rotarians who are today in these meetings. I just need to update you with the projects of Chiba, which is currently ongoing. We have already completed the latrine constructions, and then we have moved to the second phase of the project, that is drilling of boreholes. And we are trying to compare the quotations from different companies and select the friendly price to help us at least drill a deep borehole in Chiba. So we are still looking for at least one. We have not yet got, and we have got in touch with different companies. They have not yet given us feedback, but still we shall be following them to see that this project of drilling one borehole in Chiba is completed, and then from which we shall go to third phase, that is the project of malaria elimination in Chiba village. So that is the update of Achiba village. So about the mosquito repellent, Edema Nicolette can update you, because I'm seeing that the mosquito repellents are growing faster. So, and we had received also some mosquito repellents. I don't know whether they have started germinating. So I think let us get update from Edema Nicolette.
Thank you so much. The update on the botanical garden. I think the other repellents which were from Moses, they are now growing well. The watering is every day, every morning and every evening. And the repellents, the seeds which were brought from Greece, they are now on the stage of germination, because we have just recently planted them. So that is the update. We really thank Chris, because there are very many varieties he has brought for us, very many seeds which can cover a bit large area. That is the update on the botanical garden.
So I think that is the update from us. President, we have already finished the updates, and we can go to the next agenda.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you. Can I comment?
Yes.
I'm so much impressed with the plans you have highlighted. First of all, the president, I'm excited with what the future for 2022, 2023. Keep it up. Except there's one thing I just want to say. My book for reusable pads in its final review from our reviewers from US, where we teach the orphans on how to hand stitch. It's very effective. The pads are very nice. So you can continue with the plan of the sewing machine as you already have in your plan. In case the book of mine is published, in future you can use it such that the children know how to make it on their own, because not everyone will have a sewing machine to do it. But what is in your plan for me is good. And I'm really encouraged with the other details which you have given. For mosquito repellent plants, that's very good. It's very impressive to hear from Innocent that the mosquito repellent plants are actually doing well. That's good. You keep watering it, they will multiply very fast. By the end of the year, we will have a lot which will be spread to other communities. Except there were some mosquito repellent plants you wanted us to find out. If you still need me to find out again information about them, I will get it back to you, because I've got some in Arua. But if the ones you have are enough, it's okay. I'm so impressed with the update you have given for us. And also on the borehole drilling, it's good. That's a very great project you are doing for the community. Just keep up. I also want to, you will also have to show for us the video around. I want to see the faces of our fellow Rotarians who are attending physical with us today. And also, do we have some new members who are there, or you are still the 24 members? That's what I wanted to hear. Are you Did you add, or you are still the 24 members before? That's something yeah.
We still have 24 members, but we have the Rotary Rotaracts. About how many? About 6 who have joined us as youth to energize our our Rotary Club. So that is the feedback. I think, Moses, about the mosquito repellent, please continue to get for us more of this, because we need to plant variety of this mosquito repellent so that if they can do very well, and then we can easily be able to supply them to the communities. So please continue to get for us more. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I've noted that. I'll get in touch with you.
Okay, thank you.
Any question and suggestions from any of the Rotarians on the board is always welcomed. Thank you so much.
If I may ask, would it be possible to send us a copy of your annual plan? That would be very helpful to have.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Yes, I think my question goes to Moses. You know, always in our meetings, we need updates from our registration, the charter. We need you to update us how far the progress is, because the members are almost, I think 80% have already contributed the annual subscription fee. So if you would start the process of charter, I think that would be really great. So any update from your side?
Okay, thank you so much. What I just want to say, the other time when we were with the governor, they were a bit encouraged that the membership should be 25. But we told them that is the available member. I also gave them the details of how much money has been collected from Yumbe Club, which is already deposited, which you say was it 10,265,000. I gave them information about that. They were impressed with that. He said personally, he will want to come and be present during your charter, and also there's a global grant which we are doing for Rumba Wars project, such that she will raise to mix them together with the charter of Rotary Club of Yumbe. So from that time, we have not got much information from him. Maybe we will talk today. I will have to inquire from the membership chair how far the issue of chartering Yumbe Rotary Club has gone, what is needed. I have to get from the area membership chair, who has always been the one closely following that. So we are following it. Okay. Let's hope when they will put it, they will include it in his travel plan, and we'll let you know. Today we'll be having a meeting. I will inquire.
Okay, thank you so much, Moses, for the update. We are really very happy for your struggle to see that Yumbe is chartered, so that we can work as a team to see how we can improve the lives of our communities. Thank you so much.
Equal the same. I'm happy with what you are doing. We are everyone, even in our club, are looking forward towards your charter date. Everyone always asks me. The question you are asking me is always asked by all members. They say, how is Yumbe going to be chartered? When is Yumbe going to be chartered? So it's also a pleasure that one time Rotary Club of Yumbe will be there. Now you have all the knowledge, all the things to take off. So when the technicalities are done, we'll be okay. It's okay.
Okay, thank you so much for having Yumbe at heart.
And Rukia, I have a couple of things I'd like to ask.
Okay, welcome.
When I was there, a lot of groups were saying that they only could give loans to 30 members. They wanted to expand and they wanted to know how to do that. And we've discussed since then what the process is. I just want to make sure that everyone's on board, that they can just start giving loans to the rest of their members, and we'll see that increase in the number of borrowers, and then we'll increase the amount of funds that we'll be sending to those groups. So the only thing they have to do is just start adding in their new borrowers, and we'll adjust the funding accordingly. Does that sound like a good plan?
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Okay. And then the other thing is about the Coca-Cola grant, the Coca-Cola Foundation grant. We need a baseline survey. And I think Chris and Innocent have maybe a sample of what that survey should be. And we'll need it certainly for all of the groups that are getting money through that grant, but it might be a good idea to get that survey for everyone. And then I just want to clarify something about the grant. Even though certain groups are getting money through that grant, nobody's going to get more money than anybody else. It's just that yours will be coming from another funding source. And we tried to keep it as simple as possible and have the money concentrated in just a few groups, but the other groups will get the same amount of money, through the program as the groups that are participating in the grant. But we do need those surveys. Has anything been talked about as far as getting the baseline?
Innocent wants to answer.
I think, Helene, about the survey before Chris left, and he had designed a survey, and if he can forward that survey to my email, and then I will be able to follow from there. And what I needed to know is when should we start this survey? Is it before the Coca-Cola funding or the time when they will get the Coca-Cola funding? That is what I need to know.
Yeah, the funding should come to you within a week. So I'd say now is a good time to do the survey. And then we'll also need a survey at the end.
Okay.
This,
I think Chris is listening. Chris, if you can forward the survey to my email, that will be so good.
All right, just to reply real quickly, I just forwarded to Helene my draft, the survey for her revisions, and once she's looked at it, we can forward it to you. So I expect that to happen quickly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Any other comment from any of the Rotarians?
Maybe one thing, President, are you hearing?
Yes, please.
There are members who will wish to go for district conference in Nairobi, in Kenya, Naivasha.
I'll try to ask more.
Yeah, actually,
That's why
because the payment is they still people are still paying to go for
yes, I think
the district
most,
conference.
I
Yes.
think that would really be excellent for us here in Yumbe, but Moses, our status here could not allow us to reach up to Naivasha. You know, first passport alone is very expensive to reach to Naivasha. But we hope next time we shall reach.
Yes, you need, no, you will prepare for this conference next year if you can't go.
Yeah, next time I think better.
You never know. Chris want also to take one of you people to Houston, Texas. Otherwise, I just wanted to say people are still registering to go for Naivasha, and also there's also the RI convention which will take place in Houston, Texas. So this was just any information. Otherwise, next year you can plan in future to go and see and also interact with other Rotarians. Yeah. Otherwise, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for thanking us.
No, it's not that your status, what you're doing is great. You know, Rotary is all about friendship and service. The two things you do in Rotary is friendship and service. So whatever you do, you are doing charitable work as a charitable members, as a volunteers. That's what we do according to your resources. Thank you so much. Yeah.
So this is the soap the women have been making.
From ash?
Wonderful.
It's made from palm oil and sodium hydroxide.
So is that something they're thinking of selling in the market, or is that mainly for home use?
It's for home use. This is for bathing.
Okay. Would it be possible for somebody to make that for selling in the market?
Yeah, that will be possible, depending when we get the chemicals for that. The ingredients.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if any of the ladies have any questions about Rotary or any questions about TCP Global or anything else they'd like to ask.
I think the ladies have a either questions to ask.
Hello, Helen.
Hello, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Missing
You
Africa, missing Uganda.
We are missing you too.
Yeah, and all your songs keep going through my head throughout the day.
Good, that's good.
Yes, happy
But
songs.
not forever.
But
Yeah, you
yeah.
are speaking to you are speaking to Nafsi Zuleika, the chairperson of our Sant Women Savings Group. We still having some challenges. We wanted some still help from your side. I don't know how we can go to guide us. The challenge we are going through is about the issue of collection. The money you have appointed that the chairperson should be the one to collect this money from ground. And as we chairpersons, we are still face challenges from ladies. So we are inquiring those of innocent and the field officer, they should be back with us again. For storage, some of those forms still, we cannot even arrange them clear, but if we are not arrange them clear, our record will also not be clear. So how will our whatever office messenger to send those things? It's very hard to us. So we wanted our report to go well. those things from the forms should also be organized well. That's my request from you. How are we going to assist us about that?
Okay, so I think what we discussed was that the chairperson or who's a member of the Rotary Club would bring the report in once a month whenever you collect the funds. But who collects it at your meeting, that would probably be the treasurer or your 3 elected leaders. However you do the collecting, that's up to you. So I think I'm understanding that you have one piece of paper and you erase it and then reuse it every time you collect. Is that right?
Yeah, but now the issue here is most of the groups are facing challenges in
Yeah, I'm sure that. Yeah, you're breaking up. I can't.
There are the challenges, like before when the issue of innocent will be, at least they can say, yeah, they'll tell you, okay, you're returning this group, and these are the one to receive it. The interest is received by this kind of people, and the interest is like this. So now, since you said the women must manage the project, their savings themselves, and they must just bring the report, the treasurer, the secretary, either end of the chairpersons must bring the reports. They are facing a lot of difficulties in doing that. In as much as that, they still need more trainings, and they feel lots of innocent, and Nicolette must still help them to do that, so that they will, clear reports must be delivered to you, and also clear things must come to them. Most of the groups are complaining about that. They said for themselves, they cannot manage bringing accurate report to the office, because most of them have not submitted because of those of innocent who are not inclusive in that. They want those of innocent and Nicolette must be included, just like they started before.
Okay.
Yes, I think, Helen, about these women bring the reports. I've ever interacted with Rukia when they were bringing these reports, but the challenges have been there. Of course, even some of them do not know who have already finished the 6-month repayment. And then others, the total, when they get the total, either the total is less and is given to the new member who need to benefit the total, and then you find they give less money to maybe the new members who are to get this fund. And my suggestion to this is that if we could really continue, anyway, I'm a bit busy, but if you could get some people working, reaching to these women groups when they are doing their repayment, until when they are self-reliant, whereby they qualify. I think, as you are told last time, like Arigwi, Amaichora, they're about to qualify. So when we leave them at that stage, whereby they can now continue, but still we cannot leave them alone, but we shall need to maybe monitor them once in maybe 3 months, something like that. That way, I think this will help all the members in the group to benefit because it will be on rotational. Once these people continue, I'm seeing that the money will get lost, and then it will not benefit the rest of the women groups. That will be a very big challenge because of the figures they are totaling. It's not always rhyming. Majority of them, as I told you, there are at least 2 groups, that is care and voice. These ones, at least we have been seeing that they do their totals right. But out of these 27 women groups, they still face that challenge. So I think we need to come up with a better suggestion to continue helping these women.
Ellen, additionally also, the women are expressing worry that you have now sidelined Seduk. Seduk is now not with them on ground.
Oh.
Many of them are calling us that where is now Seduk? They thought that you are coming, will come and promote Seduk more and make them to be in touch with them in all these activities until they amend that. So most of them are worried. They are calling us, they are calling Innocent even during the night. So as Innocent has said, maybe something must be done before we go to this stage of leaving the women independent.
Yeah, we understand there needs to be a transition period to train others, but Innocent just said that Voice and CARE are doing it correctly. What we'd like to see is that the women from CARE and Voice, well, would work with the other groups to help them get their reports correct. Because it's, as the program gets bigger, we're opening up about 10 new sites in the next couple of months. It's just not possible for Innocent and Nicolette to go out to all the groups. And we don't have a solution, but we're asking you to come up with some way that the women can be trained to manage these funds themselves, because that's the only way it's really sustainable, not if it relies on SEDOC running out there all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, Chris?
I think, yes, I think this is a very good idea, because we needed these women to be self-reliant and independent in the future. And our timeline in a situation where we could leave these women to continue operating for their sustainability has not yet reached. Because for us, we had planned that as each groups qualify, that is when we leave. Like Amaichora and Ari, I think they're about to qualify for, I think, final funding, whereby they would now be self-reliant. By that time, I think they will be able to at least keep on also learning. But on the other way, about Voice is in Bidibidi refugee settlement, and the CARE is within here. That means we would involve these two, maybe their leaders who are doing this, maybe their secretaries who are doing this more effectively, to run the 27 women groups and train them. I think that would also be fine. If you can suggest these two groups to continue mentoring 27 women groups and continue training them, that way it would also help than for us to involve ourselves busy fully to them. So
Yeah.
what do you suggest?
The only good solution is a local solution. So whatever you and the women come up with as a way that we can move the women, the groups towards being totally independent, then that's a good solution. And I think that they will need SEDOC's assistance and mentoring, but we want to free you up to do things like, bring water and sanitation programs and improve your education programs and other, rather than running back and forth to the different villages. So yeah, we don't want to pull them apart from SEDOC. We want your support, but not in doing repetitive things that I've seen those women. They're very capable. They're very energized. They can do this. No question.
Yes, I know these women, they are, the way how you saw them, they appear to be capable. But at times, because for us, we're on ground with them, we normally, when they do repayments, we guide them. But we know those who are more capable, the one I've mentioned to you. Those ones, at least, those ones will be just left. And then the 27 said would continue mentoring them. Maybe some period, we don't want to leave these women. We know the impact of TCP Global. These women have really had a very good impact with this funding. It is helping not one person, but continue helps all the women who are in their groups. So if we say we need to leave them and operate independently, then you'll find the impact of TCP Global will maybe start falling to certain level.
Okay, let me clarify. We don't want to leave them working independently. We want them to get to the point where they can do their reports on their own, but we still want all of the groups to work together and support each other and meet with SADOC and make plans for how they can expand. But we want those little details of the reporting to be managed. We don't want you to get bogged down managing all of the reporting issues. And our impression was that since they had managed their savings groups for a year or so before they got involved, that this is not that different from managing the money in their savings groups. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I assume that if they could manage those, that this would not be such a big step forward.
Yeah. Yes, you are really correct. You know, previously these women were doing their saving, but if you look at their savings was really small compared to what support is given by TCP Global. This time you find that their loan is increasing. Like some people have I think their loan has now accumulated to like 20 million, like 15 million. But previously, you'll find that their total loan, maybe savings, would be around 5 million or 2 million in a year. You see, okay. So that means the money is becoming bigger, which requires really more mentorship for them.
So maybe if you forwarded us a copy of the report that they use to write down their payments and loan information. I know Chris had some ideas on maybe a better form so that they'd know this person is going to stop payment in May, or this person will be complete in July. So they always know, exactly how much each person is supposed to pay each month. So why don't you send us a copy of a couple of the reports that they keep for their loans and repayments, and we'll see if we can help come up with some suggestions for streamlining that process. Chris, do you have any input here?
No, I like President Shekhar Mehta's motto, each one teach one. I guess that's not his motto, but yeah, the reporting form should be as simple as possible, unless you can use the treasurer's books for each club. If that has the simple report at the end of each payment period. So once again, don't collect any information you don't have to use for reporting when you send in your reporting form. I think all you need for reporting is the person's name and their payment or receipt for the month. If that's all the information, it should be streamlined. But then if you can tell us the problems you run into, we can try to work with you to overcome those problems. It seems just a precaution. This is a Rotary meeting, and we shouldn't be using it primarily for problem solving with TCP Global. If you need problem solving, maybe stay on a little bit longer, but outside of the Rotary meeting to come up with a solution.
Good idea.
Okay, thank you, Chris. So let me hand over to now the president.
Thank you so much. Back to Rotary. Any other information? Rotary information from any of the, either from Helen?
No, I'm happy that the Arua Club is here and that they're on board with helping with the global grant if we're able to get match for that. So, and I'm happy that they're working on getting you your charter.
Thank you.
And one more thing, for purposes of the Rotary Global Grant, Rotary has some very strict guidelines about how funding cannot benefit Rotarians. So it might be in your best interest not to admit too many more groups in case Rotary says that those groups can't benefit from the Rotary grant. You know, it's a very good rule. They don't want to avoid any conflict of interest. So, but I think Rotary has other like, I don't know what they call those groups that kind of assist Rotarians, but aren't actually a member of the club. But it's something to consider that maybe don't admit so many more new clubs in case we're not able to direct Rotary funds to clubs that have Rotarians in them.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We also support that idea. Rotary not admitting so many members, either so many groups in the land.
Yeah, they can still work with the Rotary Club and support it, but not be official members.
The team only wanted the Rotarians. You only qualify to be a Rotarian once you pay a Rotary due. But if you have not paid a due, then you don't qualify to be a Rotarian. Yeah.
Right. But you can still work with and support Rotary's mission.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So Helen and everyone on call, it has been a nice fellowship meeting you all. I've conveyed all my greetings to all the members who have joined us. We shall keep you informed if any update from the district and from our colleagues here. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
also thanks for those of Helen and Chris. It's good that you arrived home okay. It is sad that we never met, but it's great to see you around. We have also started a program of scale meetings. That's great. Otherwise, amen. Thanks for keeping us in touch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anguzo. Okay, I think if there's no any other question from the Rotarians on board, we are standing up to close the meeting. And we're going to close the meeting with the final toast. That will be said by Nafsi Zulaika.
I give you Rotary International.
Rotary worldwide. Yes. Thank you so much. The meeting has come to an end. Have a nice week and a weekend. We'll meet again next week.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Bye.
too. Bye-bye.
Is it all right if I use this recording of the meeting to share it with whoever did not attend?
Okay,
Yeah.
please.
Fine with me.
Great. Thank you. So I will end the recording now. Thank you.
Okay, please.